I don't do a whole lot of streams during the day, even during the weekends, because usually I'm busy with something or other during the weekends. Today it is Sunday, the 14th of December. I figured, you know what? There's a bit of time during the day today. Let's make a little bit of progress when my stream schedule is a little bit crazy, to say the least here. And we just have a quick look see here over in Discord. Currently ongoing things: Pokemon Legends ZA, which the main game is almost done, just a couple little events to do, but then there's DLC that's already out. This is basically done, but I'll still play it on and off when I have like opportunities to play with friends and family and stuff. I don't know how much is left to Metroid Prime 4. Like, Metroid games typically aren't super long, and I think I have 3 out of 5 keys that I need to like beat the game, so I'm probably a good chunk of the way there. I legitimately have not touched this game in a month. I was scrolling up in my going live channel and the broadcast channel of Discord to see when was the last time I streamed this game actually. 1 month ago exactly, as it turns out. Um, 1 month ago today was the last time that I streamed this game. AC Valhalla, like, I've kind of given up on finishing the final DLC before the end of the year. I think that's going to be an early next year thing at this point. And then Kirby Air Riders, we just ended up doing the last little bit of showcase that I wanted to do for that last night. And I have to do the Ghost of Yote epilogue one of these days. But I can't exactly do that right now because I don't have my PS5 right now. So I'm, whatever. Well, how important is, I don't know, just whatever. So I'm I'm technically done with ZA's post game, yes, but there's 2 events that they released before the DLC came out. There's a Diancie event and a Mewtwo event. So I'll probably do that like sometime during the week, this coming week if I have the time. And then I'll start the DLC sometime after. So maybe next weekend, maybe I'll start the ZA DLC. I might restructure my team a little bit to have a bit of a, different team for DLC. I can't exactly transfer over older Pokemon because there still isn't home support. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those Pokemon who exist. Hope things are going well today, Nurhex and Mortis. I see you're both on stream watch streaks here that are things that Twitch does nowadays. 3 and 5 there. Well, nice stream watch streaks. I do wonder how exactly it works. Like, what happens if I go live for like a second and then and then immediately disconnect? Do you lose your stream watch streak? Like, I've never looked into it, so I genuinely have no idea. Anyway, in the wake of all the other game stuff that's been going on around here, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment has kind of been the lowest on my priority list. Like, it's much like Diancie. It's just kind of one of those games that exists. And I was like, well, let's do it as part of my as part of my series on Zelda and the Era of Wilds series here. Is kind of what I'm doing. But as my time is getting more limited as time is going on here, I am thinking more and more that I should just start playing the games that I am explicitly interested in and not just part of like a series that I'm doing here. Not feel as obligated to do that. So I think the next time that a Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment equivalent game comes out, where it's like, oh yeah, it's technically part of a series that I've been doing there, and it's kind of a game that exists, but I'm not explicitly interested in it. Next time that happens, good chance I might just not play it. might just be the case. But I always finish what I start, so of course I'm seeing this through. But, wait. How do I go back to that main menu? There was an option for Amiibo. I was just thinking, like, just curious now. Too many games, so little time, truly. Like, what happens if you touch an Amiibo on the... this isn't exactly a Zelda Amiibo. I've been working on this little arts and crafts project here lately. I have a little winter scene sawsbuck. And once I fasten it in place, there's going to be a little deerling that goes in the front here. Fun fact about this little arts and crafts project of mine. Where's the... You received an award by using an Amiibo accessory. It looks nice and it's functional. Received a reward using an Amiibo accessory. I guess I just get a bunch of stuff. All my Amiibos are on, like, the shelf up here, minus that one. I guess there's a couple cards in my drawer, and that's it. I have run over my headphone cable with my chair wheels. I hate it when that happens. Let's see here. Camera's gonna follow me here. I don't know, do I get any special bonuses for tapping Zelda Amiibo? Here's the wolf link. That probably doesn't matter. Received a reward. Here's the Zelda Loftwing Amiibo. Well, I assume that I can scan like 5 a day. It's one of those kinds of things. Here's the Corn Amiibo. This one is so cool with like the glowy sword and stuff there. Like, that's neat. I think my favorite amiibo that I have in terms of style, though, is the Byleth amiibo. Like, I really love the things that are going on with the sword here. Like, I think that's just really quite cool. There's dust coming off my shelf as I'm taking some of these off. An amiibo accessory. I guess I could have tapped a whole bunch of the Breath of the Wild ones, see if they do anything. I don't have any Tears of the Kingdom or Age of Imprisonment amiibo or anything. Here's... Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Alright. There. I got some stuff. What the hell am I doing? What is going on in this game again? Ganondorf is starting to, like, wage war, and he claimed a whole bunch of territory and stuff, and we're starting to recruit a whole bunch of, like, generic NPC characters to help us out, and now you want me to do this, apparently. Complete this challenge to liberate this territory. I don't really care that much when I have so much game stuff going on, and my time is so limited that I haven't even played this game for the past month. So I think my higher priority is going to be story start to finish. Is what it realistically needs to be. Lanayru Defiled. My level's probably fine. Shadows in the Snow. I think that we were just doing stuff with the not Link before, so maybe I mix it up with I don't remember.
Time to make ready.
So, Lanayru Defiled. I can switch that to Minoru if I want. Zelda's probably the better one to be leveling up here. I don't know. Camp effects. I don't know, man. That would be movement speed. How do I tell by looking at them what they would raise? Can only be used as a camp supply. Like, it seems like I have to hover over them to tell what they're gonna raise in the bottom right there. To enhance the effect of any critters or meat supplied with it. I have a whole bunch of new wood, apparently. Here, just give me a whole bunch of extra EXP, I guess. I gotta level up, I can become stronger. Sure, onward. I don't know. Sure.
To battle.
It also doesn't help matters that this story hasn't done anything to really hook me in yet. So far, the most intriguing thing is, what's going on with the Link-like construct?
To a temple in Tanagar Canyon for a momentary respite. Still, little hope remained for Hyrule at large, as the newly crowned Demon King's hordes left naught but ruin in their wake.
Seems a little quiet.
As Raru's concern grew ever deeper, a scout returned with grave news. In the eastern region of Lanayru, the aquatic Zora were embroiled in a bitter conflict, one which had
Where did I
regrettably
put my water
claimed
bottle?
the life.
I was supposed to grab some water.
Thus,
I might not have brought it down.
no choice but to lead
Whoops.
their people in battle against a nigh insurmountable
Might take a BRB break at some point to grab some water.
Unable to
Could have
abandon
sworn
the
I brought it in here with me.
Raru came to a decision. He and his companions would set forth for Lanayru in an
No, you
urgent
better not
quest
have.
to aid their allies.
Okay, let's go do a whole bunch of missions of helping out friendos and then gaining allies, and then we do the imprisoning thing, and that's gonna be the story. Or whatever the heck. Okay. More pre-rendered cutscenes.
You'll never win. Not on my life.
Yeah, is that how that's pronounced? I have no idea. Queen of the Zora.
Princess, you have to run. We'll fight them off.
Oh, my God.
I'm not your princess anymore. I am your queen. They killed my father, destroyed our village, but I won't let them take anything else.
What is this?
Over there!
Sokia has taken up arms herself.
All this after losing her father. How cruel.
Well, I guess we're gonna tell, not show, when it comes to these things.
We must fight in her support. Now, we march for battle.
Okay. Is the reason why I couldn't take a third-party member because we're gonna unlock her? Lanayru Defiled. Our first task here must be to find Kia. Come, let's traverse these wetlands. Oh, there are quite a few monsters, Buck. Our path will need to fight our way through. New objective, defeat the blue moblins. Monster Rock 2 Electric Boogaloo, truly. With quite the laugh, let me tell ya. It sure seems like. Gotta remember how to play this game, man. That's what I'm going to have to remember here. Wait, no, that's a shield thing. And I don't have a shield dealy with thing right now. I guess the time bomb. I don't know. Yeah, I do remember about the very hard mode here that I can only heal so much, so I really gotta, you know, play it really safe here. Take as little damage as possible, especially early on. Can't do anything about that right now. Where the heck is Zelda? She is really trucking ahead. I guess to go after the other blue moblin. Okay, you know what? Fine, that works. That works there. I put my ops in the Goo Goo Gaga chair and showing them the might of the infantry. That is not a series of words that I ever thought I would see in my life. I don't believe. How's it going today, Lancer? Here, get him with the weird Tears of the Kingdom tentacle thing. Ultra hand. Okay. Here, do this. I still need to keep on whittling away at you. Follow up. Yeah, try not to take any damage here if it can be avoided. Press rapidly. Damn it, I took damage. Was really hoping that I wouldn't here. Oh well. Ate an entire pizza last night and then passed out. I passed out for a couple hours the other day. But for very different reasons. Well, in fact, I don't know if I could completely tell you. Just like general exhaustion, I guess, and big social environment when I'm not exactly the most social person there. Wow. Dang it! Right at the end! When you were one hit away, I take damage. Unbelievable. How do I order around again? Yeah, do this. Big Christmas party for my dad's side of the family, which was basically like, you know, it's a once a year thing that goes on across like my whole like dad's side of the family, like extended kind of family there. Big community hall is rented out, lots of people in there. I don't know like 90% of the people in that hall. So I, you know, can be a little draining, I guess, at times. I came home, I wanted to stream after that. I just didn't have the energy and I passed out for 2 hours. Before I could stream. That was my reason the other day. Yeah, no, I'm not getting involved with that. I don't think here. So is this a good game or just kind of bleh? I mean, just kind of bleh. I mean, in terms of the other Hyrule Warriors games, like, it's still good gameplay and all that, and does expand on some of the ideas of the other Hyrule Warriors games, and continues to do different things. Like, well, one change that I like is it seems like you just have one weapon that you level up, at least for a lot of characters. So you can just keep investing your resources into a weapon and continue to make it more powerful. Instead of the other games where it's like, oh, I got a better weapon that, or at least a weapon that's level 1 right now, but if I level it up to the same level as my current weapon, it'll be better. So then you never want to invest into any weapon, because you know that anytime you might just get a better one, and then your resources that you've used in the previous one might just go to waste. So as far as I can tell, some characters just have one weapon that you, like, invest into. That's a good change there. The Link robot seems to work like before, where it, wow. Where Link has multiple weapons and you do unlock a whole bunch all the time, so I don't know, I guess it's character dependent or something like that is what's probably the case, but meh. Can you build war crime machines like Tears of the Kingdom, or is this game dumb and cringe? They did try to like play off of some of the Tears of the Kingdom ideas, so like you can do things like place down Zonai devices, for example, and then it uses up your battery that's in the top left. And then you can use some battery cells to recharge your battery. So, like, you can't... Wow, that charge did not last long, did it? So you can't, like, build devices. Mineru's whole moveset is based around her attacking with different Zonai devices. But, otherwise, other characters just get, like, different Zonai abilities here that all use up battery. Is kind of what sets us apart from things like Age of Calamity. Here, do this. Triangle. Follow up. And then the very hard mode, like, kind of like Age of Calamity. It's the same kind of idea where every enemy just has a bazillion health, you get wrecked, And in this game, you can only have so much healing on very hard mode. I've noticed that I can't seem to pick up any healing items around the field that I assume I'd be able to on the lower difficulties. So every map that's going to go on for like an hour, I only have so much limited health. So it's really, really important, especially early on, that I take as little damage as possible because I can literally only heal so much. Can't let it end like this. Not while my queen still needs me. The story is just kind of meh so far. Zora soldiers. We have to help them. In fact, it's more meh than Tears of the Kingdom story so far, because we don't get the freaking Ganondorf laugh after he punched Sonya. In this game, he just kind of punches Sonya and is like, oh, I'm all powerful now. We don't have that, like, crazy Ganondorf laugh that we had in Tears of the Kingdom. I was so disappointed that they removed that. So the story's more lame that, and that said, Sludge is protecting it somehow. Most of our attacks will be ineffective against such defenses. Running through Sludge will slow your movements. Who can I high-five here? Who is this guy? Is that you, King Rauru? Can't believe you've come to our aid. It's Cadlin. And, you know, when it came to, Bombard. Do I just have to hit X a whole bunch? Okay, well. Yeah, not the first time Tears of the Kingdom would have bits of its story removed. What are the other times that it's had bits of his story removed? Wow. Age of Calamity actually had, like, a pretty filled cast, considering, you know, all the characters in the past in Breath of the Wild actually felt like they were true characters to the story, unlike Tears of the Kingdom, where I'm just gonna call them champions, because I have no idea what the heck their term is. They're champions, is what they are. The champions in Tears of the Kingdom all just felt like generic, faceless people with, like, you know, masks. You have no idea who they are. They're all just the same generic kind of thing. So, and Age of Calamity also had, like, the whole time travel thing, so you had all these important characters from the present that participated in the game as well. So you actually had, like, a very, recognizable cast when it came to Age of Calamity. All these familiar characters from Breath of the Wild. You don't really have that in this game. The recognizable characters are basically Zelda, Rauru, Minoru, and that's it. And then, like, the whole rest of the cast are all these, like, generic NPCs, like this Zora, Cadlin, or whatever the heck that I just met. This battle could prove rather lengthy. Is our army prepared for such a struggle? Wonderful timing, Your Majesty. Preparations of your requests are complete. Commencing service. I assume these camps on the lower difficulties would restore your health. It just doesn't here. Bonus exchange. What the heck? Bonus exchange has been unlocked. So we've unlocked several playable characters that are just, like, generic-ish Hyrule soldiers with random names that I don't even remember. Bonus voucher. A voucher given to those who excel in battle. Trade it for useful bonuses with the steward construct a bonus exchange. The English version, for whatever reason, leaves out that Ganondorf sees the Zonai as weak because they relied on their technology. So they changed, like, a little bit to the story in that sense across different releases. Bonus exchange. At the bonus exchange in camp, you can exchange bonus vouchers for bonuses that will aid you in battle. The effects will only last until the battle ends. Fully charged special attack gauge, fully charged sync gauges. I don't think I need that. And can I, like, farm up these vouchers? How do I get the vouchers? For those that excel in battle, whatever the hell that means. So, oh, then there's missions to get more. Complete time-sensitive missions to receive bonus vouchers. While in camp, you can accept new missions at the bonus exchange that can only be completed during that battle. Can I accept them? How do I don't know. I'm not going to pay too much attention to it. I'll just be getting cards along the way, somewhat. So, you know, that's pretty generic there. The story hasn't really done anything that we didn't really already know about yet. It's just like, oh yeah, we were kind of friends with Ganondorf. Like, he was our ally, but then, oh, he turned into a dick, and now he's waging war on us and doing all this bad stuff. The only interesting thing this story has done so far is there's this construct that looks like Link, literally has Link's moveset from Age of Calamity, essentially, a little bit modified to be like a Zonai construct. And we don't really know what's going on with that, and he has a Korok friend. And so we've been playing some missions as the not Link, the Link robot. And so we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on there. But it also feels a little bit weird in the sense that you would think that in this specific Zelda game, Zelda would be taking the spotlight, but sludge-like. But it really feels like that non-verbal. I don't know why I said illiterate. That non-verbal Link robot is like more of a main character than Zelda is. You know, play as Kia. Like, I don't know if that'll change here. English version also leaves out that all item descriptions are written from Link's perspective. But that was also a change the English version of Breath of the Wild did. Oh, penis monster. Yeah, persona intensifies. The new Zora Queen is a fierce warrior who wields the power of water as deftly as a spear. She commands the tides with ease to defeat her foes. Press YYYYX to create a whirlpool that draws in nearby foes. Ah, anytime I want to create a whirlpool that draws in nearby foes, I'll just hit YYYYX. Don't know why it tells me that specific combo there. Is it because, like, it deals with the sludge and stuff? Deal with the sludge, like... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ow. Ow! Water attacks can wash away the sludge. Can I get, like, anything going here? I don't know if this would do anything about, no, probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, dang it. Are you from Hyrule too? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is not washing away the sludge. Yes, I'm Zelda, a relative of King Hyrule, came here to aid the Zora, just as he did. My god, I can't. Oh, then I'm grateful for whatever help you're willing to give us. 1, 2, 3, 4. That whirlpool is not actually going where I'm attacking, but 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it just means, like, wash away the sludge on the ground. Do these all count as water attack? No, they don't. Oh my god, stop! I'm taking way too much damage too early on in this battle. That doesn't count as a water attack, I don't think. 1, 2, 3? That counts. Okay, I mean, like... Not doing anything to your sludge or anything there. Do I have any Zonai devices? Sure do. Sit down. Do some more stuff there. 1, 2. I haven't seen this one yet, I don't think. That doesn't count as a water attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's still 4. 1, 2, 3. Damn it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on! That is over half my health is gone, and it's still the early phases of the battle. Shit sucks, man. Double harming if we don't first remove the sludge from its body. What the hell do you think I've been trying to do? I'm using all the water attacks. Water's the only thing that works, I found, but don't worry, you can leave that to me. The water doesn't do shit! I am not removing the sludge from its body. I have no idea what you're talking about. So, like... Does it look like it's doing anything? Remove the sludge from its body, huh? Can't do much if we don't first remove the sludge from its body. I am giving it the ultimate bath. It does not care. Here, do this. Maybe this will do something. Aim. Okay, big beam. There, I've washed it clean. That took a long time. She's right, the sludge is no more. At last, we can finally do some proper damage. It's gonna stay that way. I assume it's gonna put the sludge back on. Is what I presume here. He has 2 weird legs. Maybe 3? Here. See this one, please. Okay, well, that broke that weak point really well, didn't it? Do another string, please. And then do this, and maybe we'll kill if we're lucky. Not even close, man. You know, I get why they had to do it, because if they didn't, there'd be like 5 playable characters. But no one plays a Warriors game to play as some guy, TM. The appeal of these games is that you get to see your favorite characters kill 100 mooks at once. Yeah, that is absolutely the appeal of the first Hyrule Warriors and of Age of Calamity. But of this game, that appeal just really isn't there. So I don't really get it, per se. You know? I don't think I quite understand. Just so much sludge. What does the game want me to do now? I got a hydrant. A Zonai device that gushes water directly ahead. It can soak nearby enemies and wash away sludge. Hydrants. These Zonai devices send water gushing directly ahead. And everything is in this long horizontal menu because ever since Tears of the Kingdom was made, Zelda games only know how to use one type of menu UI, and that's it. Here, assign it to ZR, I guess. Something or other. Blue Moblin began an assault. Really? How? No matter how many we cut down, the war keep appearing. My father tried to protect us, but... No, I have to focus on saving the Zora now. I'll need your help to do it, King Rauru. Huh? it goes. Oh. Here. Blah, blah.
Zelda,
Understood. Chaos
Whoops.
right.
Here, let's all go this way. That sounds good to me. I'll team up over there. I'd offer for no less. Let's split up and rescue the people while we still can. What? Why split up? Let's all go together. There's no rush here, I don't think. I don't think the Zora captains are actually at risk of falling. At least not for a while, probably. Made one UI and said we're doing this forever now. Yep. Tears of the Kingdom did it. Then friggin' Echoes of Wisdom did it. Now this game does it. How do I... Yeah, here we go. That's how I access this menu. I can't wait until this gets filled with more and more things and it becomes impossible to find anything ever again. Ow. Well, I can't wait for the next Zelda game to have one, oh my god, one long horizontal list of like every item in your inventory. That's gonna be fantastic, isn't it? Breath of the Wild also had that UI? It did? For what? Because I know that is like the fusion menu in Tears of the Kingdom when you're putting on a... I mean, I guess when it comes to just like switching arrows on the fly. Yeah, I guess you're right. Arrows, shields, weapons on the fly, holding the D-pad. You're right. I just really felt it became an issue as of Tears of the Kingdom when you have all these fusion materials and you go across like 100 some items. But you're right. Yeah, Breath of the Wild, it really was the kickstart for some problems with Nintendo, some design choices. Here, boop. Like, their menu designs with their Zelda games are always staying the same, even across their new 2D games like that. It has to stay the exact same for whatever reason. Metroid Prime 4 has been turned into the frickin' Breath of the Wild Metroid, considering you've got a big open area full of shrines. Like, my god, what is even happening? Here. Breath of the Wild wasn't bad because there was only weapons, shields, and arrows. Yeah, so it never occurred to me as being an issue in that game because there's only a handful of items that you typically just be switching between a few things. It was really bad in Tears of the Kingdom with, like, you looking for a specific fusion item and there being so much shit everywhere that it became, like, near impossible to find what you were looking for unless you've already used it recently. Here, a high five. Let's do a... Yeah, high five. That's exactly what it is. Shoot the falling spheres of water with X to make them explode and deal damage to a wide... Okay. So in Tears of the Kingdom, I thought it was a decent issue. In Echoes of Wisdom, it was a major factor towards ruining the game for me. Because the whole point of the game is, like, your echoes that you can use. But you can only have one assigned at a time, even though previous Zelda games, you could assign, like, multiple things at a time, like Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, or their 3DS counterparts, where you could assign, like, 4 at a time, different things, be able to hit on the fly. And that isn't even, like, your main thing. In Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, you still had, like, you know, your sword, your shield assigned to other buttons, and it was just your items that were assigned to different buttons. But in Echoes of Wisdom, your echoes are your main way of interacting with the world, and you can only assign one at a time, and that game is so shit. Every single time you want to switch, which you have to do a lot, you have to enter that stupid menu with like 100+ echoes and go across the whole list. And freaking any Zelda game nowadays, that's the only type of menu they design. It's unreal. Like, I'm actually starting to lose my mind over whoever is in charge of the UI over at Nintendo there. At least on the freaking Zelda side. It's genuinely unreal how they made it so bad. Pointless resistance from a hideous army. It's time you learn that no hope remains for you. So yeah, that part of modern Zelda design makes me a little heated. It's gonna make a joke about Metroid Prime 4 and Breath of the Wild's names fused. I made that exact joke in Metroid Prime 4. Just do it again here. This playthrough hasn't seen it yet. More sludge monsters. We can't let anyone else fall victim to this monstrosity. Breath of the Wild was a good game, but its effects on video games as a whole was catastrophic, honestly. Whoa. Even outside of Zelda. When so many other games had to just become like Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I can find myself agreeing with that. Still have to rescue the Zora captains. I still haven't done it over here, apparently. Oh my god. True test of our strength still lies ahead. Thank you, King Rauru. Now let's fight and save as many lives as we can. It'd be nice if it was voice acted, because it is hard to look down there and read while all this shit is happening on the screen in front of me. You know, I've got a few other things going on here. Further enemies sighted. They won't stop coming for us, and they won't stop coming. Here, do a smidge of this. Don't care how many of these beasts I have to face. I will protect my people no matter what. Here, just go for 2 Y strings before I do that. Zelda's high 5 is almost charged up. Where the hell is Rauru? There you are. High 5! Where's the main... I don't know where the main guy I was attacking was, but I saw his health bar going down somewhere in there. Okay, do that. Here, freeze him, please. Is that... Nope. I was about to say he's really close to being frozen, so maybe I should just freeze him, but, here, just do this. Maybe I'll freeze him in a moment if the charge doesn't go away. Okay, he's dead anyway. Well, that was it for me, but now it's time to turn the tides. Alright, we're all going this way. Follow me. I'll lead the way. I hate you guys so much. Sorry for your lost key. I find like this must be so painful after everything that's happened. Oh, just some generic guys. There it is. But that's what it means to be queen. All I can do now is wield this spear in my father's memory. Not the same spear that, oh, Mifa would use one day. I got a Korok seed there. Difficult to move in all this sludge. That sounds like a you problem. Zora Captain's fighting a difficult battle. Well, give me a moment. I'm working on it. I figured with these games I'd have enough time, and it looks like I do. Ugh, give me a second. Zora Captain's fighting a difficult battle. Boss Bokoblin. Well, that is a decent bit of my health down. So how much water do you need on you to get rid of the sludge? Here, set down the water, the hydrant there. Ow. Crap, man. Okay, well, the water's not even getting him there. Battery, please. My friends aren't here yet, so I can't exactly let my friends deal with that. Okay, that worked out decently well. I thought I broke his weak point gauge there. I did not. Ow, ow, stop. You know what? I haven't done my specials yet. I have you. Okay, now my friendos are here. It looks like. Do some basic strings. Get what damage I can here. Do a little smidge of that. Figured you might be doing something like that. Here, come on. Put this down. Oh my god. Stop. Stop that this instant, please. Here. Maybe I can freeze some of them. That'd be really quite nice. A little bit of chaos is going on here. You're almost frozen, so just like, here, go ahead and do that. Okay, now do this before that guy charges. Hey, a battery. I kind of wanted to get out of there, and I kind of couldn't. Will this get the sludge off of you? Sure didn't seem like it. Ah, but it did a whole bunch of that sludge weak point thingamajig. So, here. Suck it up, dude. Whoa, my camera's kind of clipping into there. You ever have something really meaningful and insightful to say, but you can't word it properly without... Why did you get out here? Without sounding like a fool. I'm having one of those moments right now. Want to say something, but can't quite put it into words. Fine. Do that then. Okay. Get the sludge off of here or whatever the heck. Get out of here, Boss Bokoblin. It's a sterling example for us all to follow. Still have to take out the blue moblin here. Your health is looking a little low, so... Triangles! Geometry! Oops, that was the wrong button. That wasn't the follow-up button. Get super nuked, I guess. No need to high five here. Here, weak point smash. That is pretty cool, though. With the rewind. I'm grateful for your aid. Let me guess, we go this way now. Rescue the Zora captain. Don't know how these clothes aren't getting dirty. That's all the soldiers rescued. Thank you for helping me, everyone. All that's left now is to strike down the menace responsible for this sludge. Tarms! Okay. Head toward that location. I assume I need to capture that outpost in order to break open that gate. I don't need this camp. It's not like I can heal at them. Probably a difficulty mode thing. Head for the source of the sludge. Tell me, Kia, do you know who's responsible for all this sludge? Well, yes, it was scattered across our lands by a beast with bright red hair. Clearly no ordinary enemy, seeing how the other monsters follow its orders. Get a level up there. It's likely another archfiend. Same as the one that attacked Hyrule Field. I remember that in that battle taking forever. Yes, given that there were 4 distinct masses of gloom sent out from Hyrule Castle, it's safe to assume that one of them landed here in Lanayru. Just had a conversation with my dad about this. But it feels like a lot of games nowadays do this thing where they just insert as much shit as possible into a game regardless of whether or not it's meaningful to just say that they have more shit than everyone else does. I mean, that's literally just the modern open world formula in a nutshell, summed up, where it's quantity over quality. And then the whole marketing point of the game is like, look how many hours you can sink into this game, look how much content there is. And then you have games like, here's a good example of an open world game I played earlier this year, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where everything just feels the exact same and just super boring, and it's like, oh yeah, really big selling point. If there's like 100+ hours of content underneath the package, that's a good game to be picking up. It's like, ugh. Nowadays, especially with like more limited time and adult life and all that, I'd much rather have like games that are quality over quantity, like things that are a bit more short and sweet. Like a lot of Metroid games kind of fish that niche where it's like a handful of sessions and you beat them. They're not particularly long, but they're like pretty good games, as opposed to things that are like, oh yeah, it's all about doing everything you can, filling out all the stuff that we put in there. Like one example of a good quality over quantity game is any of these like Nintendo Warriors games, honestly, especially like the first Hyrule Warriors with all the adventure maps and stuff. But at least that one was like satisfying to complete because I really liked the map design that quantified your progression and all that. But
How does it look?
you know, I won't deny the fact that that is absolutely quantity over quality. Just all sorts of different missions with slightly different objectives and just exact same gameplay over and over there. What? What am I doing? I wanted to place down a hydrant. I thought I assigned the hydrant to, did I not? Temporal toss?
You nicely. Let's try this.
Here, hydrant stuff. This is what we do. Here, more hydrant stuff. I can't see shit! But that is absolutely what a lot of games do nowadays. Is no doubt the case. Or the selling point is like the open world and look how much stuff there is, and you know, I think a lot of players still see that as like a big selling point where it's like, look how much content there is, look how much bang you're getting for your buck. I do wonder at what point that bubble might burst in a metaphorical sense, where people start to get tired of that kind of formula. Or maybe it just won't happen. Maybe I'm in the minority here. I don't know.
My trust is with you, and I'll see an answer.
But I would much rather quality over quantity. But a lot of games just aren't necessarily that nowadays. Bombard? I don't know why I'm aiming at that rock over there, not like my main enemy, but okay. Thanks, Cadlin. Appreciate it. Well. These guys can high five. Where the hell is Kia there? I couldn't see shit. I'm about to die now. Is that her over there? What is she do? Freaking. Oh my god. Can you go after the Hinox, please? Get your ass over here. Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage from just generic guys. I'm not going to be prepared for the boss at all. I'm going to have way too little health. Oh my god, did the freaking... Oh, I was about to say. Did the gate actually just like block her attack or something like that? I would have been so mad. But yeah, they have sludge enemies now. Is this some kind of weird Super Mario Sunshine? Yep, that's right. Super Mario Sunshine intensifies. Oh my god, I'm gonna die to the random guys.
Your end is
That is something that definitely happens a lot more than the other Nintendo Warriors games I've played so far, is the random generic guys around the battlefield, like, actually attacking you. But it's kind of annoying, and I see why they didn't have that before. I compared and contrasted that style of game design to indie, oh my god, and even older games like Chrono Trigger, which are often very short, but every second counts, so they make it meaningful. Yeah, absolutely. Those are definitely the kinds of games that I prefer. Here, do my big spins. Big spins. Not yet. Oh my god, there's more sludge again. I am going to fall. Ugh. Oh my god. Please. Yeah, I'm gonna be in a little bit of a cursed situation for, like, the actual boss here. Good, that just leaves their leader. Do I have to capture this outpost? Why can't I run because of the sludge? Ah, what a cruel tragedy this is. Seems I'll have to dirty my hands and deal with you myself. Your hands already look pretty dirty, dude.